Hey, yo, Mickey, what's up?
When you gonna become a millionaire?
Property and like owning business. Well, if I'm being honest, should I talk about what I want to? I want to own a nursery, not like a baby nursery, but like medical marijuana.
Okay, so you want to get into that shit. All
Yeah.
right, bro. Like, so how you gonna? Because if there's one thing I know about like that business, is that it's very, I guess, like no pun intended, is growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different companies that are coming out that are like doing their thing, and so
Yep.
honestly, in that business, it's really more of just like, you know what's gonna make it different. Like, if there's one thing, bro, burner, cookies, that's huge.
I'm not gonna throw shit at anybody or like throw like, you know,
But it not even the product itself. It's just the brand, bro. Like the brand, the cookies. You know, he started
himself.
creating merch around it. You know what I'm saying?
It's him himself too. It's his person. He's an entertainer too.
There you go.
He's-
So I guess, like, I like that idea, bro. I like what you're trying to do, but how you gonna be the next burner? If that's what I'm saying, because like you for anything, bro, you can't settle for like, just
Mediocre.
sundial. I'm gonna go to a regular dispensary. Here's like a couple pounds. Like, bro, how you gonna like just blow up, make
So-
millions?
so the
bro.
thing is-
not 100,000s. I'm talking millions, G.
People, when they buy stuff, they don't know what they're buying. They don't do the research. Like, I don't want to say the whole industry is not like a scam, but it's not. People aren't informed. The thing is, like, you gotta like some dispensaries do it well. Like, they do it really well. Like, they do like a really good job of like educating like people of like like how do I put this? What everybody is like buying and stuff. It's not sativa indica. It's not just like those two things.
It's
Like,
the hybrid.
no, it's not even that. Everything it's and their study has shown that's shown it. There's no like difference between like sativas and indicas. It's act like you're
Is it
buying
placebo?
that, but what you're buying is different maturities of bud. It's all like if you people don't notice this, but like I'm not gonna say strains are naming the same bud different names, but it's like they're like to get a sativa, you cut it early, you trim it early, you make sure like that the trichomes are clear, like no milkiness, no nothing. It's gonna be like 75% clear trichomes, like with like a microscope. For a hybrid or like a like in between, cause like like sativa is supposed to be up racy, you
It's
feel
a
good,
it's a uplift.
and it's like a quick like a quick high. It's not like anything like that like lasts long, puts you to sleep for like a whole day. Hybrids, you want to get the trichomes where they're like milky, no amber. It's like 25 clear, 25 amber, and 50 milky. It's like that's like a good hybrid. And like with like the indicas, is going to be more towards like like the trichomes are 75% like amber, 25%, 75% amber, 25% like milky. That's like a sedative, like it like puts you like to sleep. You're like calm,
Define
relaxed.
milky.
Milky's like clear amber. Milky's like a milky color, like literally like white, like the
It's
trichomes
like a white color.
are on
So it's like the little fuzz.
it's the trichomes like like that little
Yeah,
little
okay.
fuzz that you get on it.
I
It's-
got you.
it-
So is that kind of just like where a lot of the THC is?
Yeah.
On the bud.
that's exactly where it's at actually.
So then what? Okay, so one that has a lot of trichomes or like that milky color.
High in THC.
That's high THC.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but
What about the CBD?
that's what I was about to talk about after.
Got
but like,
you.
hold on. What's it called? Yeah. So like but you do need a microscope to tell like the colors. You can't tell like based off the eye that it's amber, milky, or clear.
Okay.
So like, what's it called? You're gonna look at it and you're gonna see, oh, it's a hybrid because that's what you bought. Oh, it's a sativa because that's what you bought. Oh, it's
Yeah.
an indica, and you're gonna see the name. But it's just maturities. It's not like necessarily the genetics. That's what people are like misinformed. And then a thing is too, what everybody's picking up is like high THC levels, not necessarily CBD is what you like want, but like that's you can get like CBD's in the plant material itself. There's
Okay.
some in the trichomes too, but it's necessarily there's gonna be more in the plant material. That's why when you have like hemp, they get it for the CBD because there's no trichomes on it. That's a hemp is it's cannabis sativa, or cannabis sativa. If I want to be like really like extreme, it's a cannabis sativa. That's like a land race, but not all cannabis sativas are going to be hemp.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah. See, okay. Cannabis sativas is a true sativa and it's a landrace. So like they're like those are like the natural grown. Like people don't know this, but marijuana is a tree. It's like
It's a
if you
tree, it's not
if
a
you get
bush.
it like
Oh, I've seen them, bro. They look like Christmas trees.
trees,
Like
and-
they get up there.
and the thing is they get bark too. See,
Really?
see,
Like
if
a
you-
full on fucking.
bark. It gets bark. Like literal
What?
bark. If I'm being honest, I'm 18. Right when I turned 18, I started practicing, and I'm already on my third generation, and no, this is gonna be my fourth generation. But my third generation, we had it growing for 6 months. 6 months. It was like 6'4".
So when you're talking about generations, are you talking about like
It's the same.
you cross pollinate?
No.
Or it's the same
Generations.
thing?
It's the same seed. It's the same line of seeds, same genetics. But like, you harvest, and after the first generation, you find the seeds,
Uh
plant those. That's the second generation. It's like,
huh. Okay.
but like what you can clone, but it's gonna be in the same like generation. There's no like evolution. Like there's no like there's no like there's no space for evolution really when you clone because you're taking it straight off the plant. But when you're like doing like seed work and like getting generations, you're like that's when you could like really like refine like plant's genetics.
Okay. So when you're talking generations, like, is it every generation becomes more potent?
No.
No, it just kind of is the same thing, but you
You
tweak
get-
things here and tweak things there to try to like. What's the end goal? Is it just to produce more bud? Is it to produce
It-
more dense bud? Like
It depends on what you want really because people have their preferences. So you want to when you have a nursery, you want to fill all spaces.
What? Okay.
Not necessarily all, but you want to try to. But what I was gonna say on like what you're saying, how like is it high THC? People don't know this, but they're not mining for THC, but like when they're growing, they're only going for THC. But when you home grow and you first start growing and you start like your boo boo bud that you first like your first generation, it's not
That
gonna be the
boo-boo.
best. It's gonna be garbage, bro. It's gonna be like terrible.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste nasty. It's gonna look nasty. It's gonna be like some of the best bud you smoke though.
Yeah.
Honestly, like when my first generation, I pick a good ass, but some exotics. I'm not finna say no za because like I hate that cringe ass word, but some za, bro. Like
Za.
some like it's bro, but nah, what's it called? When I smoke that, bro, it's full spec. It's not necessarily full spectrum because full spectrum is like there's different like it's not you can't use full spectrum in this like in the same sense. I don't know how to explain that.
So full
I-
spectrum, like
It's not full spectrum because full spectrum does have a different meaning.
Okay.
But what I want to say is there's different components and compounds in bud itself that gives you like, because THC gives you that euphoric feeling.
Mhm.
You feel me? It gives you either that sedative, euphoric, or like that like.
So it's
In a
like
between
yeah,
feeling.
it takes you to another place, but then the medical side of it,
No, not even that.
it's not even that.
THC, that's what THC gives you. But the other compounds is bud is like when it was first grown in the 70s and stuff like that. It looked like how, right? Like your first generation plant's probably gonna look like, not necessarily the exact same, nothing the exact same, but like, it's gonna have like similar effects because it's like natural. It gets the chance to actually like get all like nutrients and like different compounds and actually like develop. Because like when they grow like other bud, they have like their own processes to like get like high THC.
Yeah.
But when you grow, you don't have the same stuff that they do. So you're getting like the natural like plant like genetics.
Okay.
So like it's getting a chance to like develop different compounds. And in the 70s, bud was psychoactive. It wasn't just euphoric. It was psychoactive. That's why people
So
like
people was tripping.
not necessarily trip. That's the thing. People get like the whole different like they get a whole wrong sense of like psychoactive stuff like hallucinogen stuff. They get like they hear stuff and like
It's not
it's like
there.
it's
They see
way,
shit and it's not there.
It's not no not even that like
They see math symbols,
no that's what I'm saying.
geometric shapes and shit.
It's like that, but you don't see like stuff flying across you. People
Yeah.
people, like the media like takes it and like flips it around. That's not like what people like really experience. Like when you research and do your research, it's not what people experience. Like it's nothing like that. But like the 70s, it was more like psychoactive. It didn't necessarily make you trip. Nothing will make you trip. See stuff like fly out of like space or nothing like that, unless you're like overdosing or like you're taking like extremely high amount of hallucinogens, something like that. But it would give you like altered colors, or not altered colors, but like
Vibrant, more vibrant.
but no, there could be not chances, but there could be instances where it's like the sky would be like this color right here, you guys can't see, but it's like it's sunset, so it's like pink and like blue, but
Blue.
like fading in. But you can see like purples and like reds and like
So just
vibrant
basically
oranges.
colors that
You can
aren't
see
there.
stuff like that. You can see like how do I say? It's like I don't want to say hazy because it's not like it's not clear, but it's like
Yeah.
the world
It's a different
you know,
place.
film grain. That's the best way to best way to put it. Sorry, film grain. It literally like your first generation bud's gonna have like the psychoactive ingredients, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like if you actually like get into that and want to like do it yourself, it's gonna like you're gonna have like it's gonna also like your visuals, honestly,
Yeah.
but not like and like lucky your audio too. You'll hear I can't talk sometimes. You'll
You be
hear like
hearing some shit.
not like hear some shit, but like, you'll hear like all the instruments and like music or some shit. Like like you hear
Yeah,
like
everything
all the
is just sounds better.
yeah.
It gets amplified.
Exacerbated. That's the word.
Exacerbated.
I don't know if that's how you use it, but sounds good. It
Exacerbated.
really sounds good.
Damn.
I'll put that on my next resume.